again, to piggyback off of this one that's loading, because I did a long detail about these total lunars and total solars. You won't believe how they're connected. It is fascinating. And my son, because I kind of went through some of those connections also. And my son, let's go to Trump's because his ends at 5.5. I threw some numbers out there to correlate all of this from the personal realm. And I've shown you all this before, but I might as well show you again. I showed y'all how my son and I combined his birthday to mine, 8/1/44. And my son will be 144 days old, along with 40, which signifies completion or work that needs to be done in the Bible, as far as I'm concerned. 40 days and 40 nights, that work had to be accomplished, had to be completed. Jesus is praying for 40 days, 40 nights. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. I'm pretty sure Jesus prayed. I shouldn't, I need to look that up. Hang on.
For 40 days afterwards was hungry. The tempter approached and said to him, "If you are the Son of God, command that these stones become loaves of bread." He said in reply, "It is written, one does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes forth from the mouth of God."
So he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. The Jews wandered in the desert for 40 years, and it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. And so there's the 144 and the 40 with my son. But what's also on May 5th? What's also there? 444 and 37 is the 12th prime number. 12 is the number for the church, and the 12th progression of 37 is 444. So 444 is another way to say 144. It's 12 times 12. And 12 is the number for the church. It's just 12 times 12 in the realm of prime numbers. And so my son is going to be double 144,000 on May 5th. And that's just powerful, because that's the day of the flower full moon. That's the day we think the book of Revelation will be open, and we'll be living in it in real time. What does Bill Maher call his show? I've been saying that all along, and it just dawned on me when I typed it in the description. Real Time with Bill Maher. Why do you think he calls it real time? And all he talks about is Trump? Because when Trump's event takes place and subsequent rising 2 days later, spiritually, we're going to be living in the book of Revelation in real time. And the fallen angels always knew that I would describe it like that. So he named his show Real Time. I tell people we've been trolled directly my whole life, because I was going to be the point guard for distributing the truth in these end times. As maybe like a John the Baptist was that final person to speak about what was coming, that Jesus was coming. And see, this all brings about the purging of the sins of the church, and then Jesus sealing his church on their foreheads, and then returning, and then the cleansing of the earth. 1,000-year millennial reign with Jesus, judgment after that of all the goats and the fallen angels, and then the new heaven. That's not of this earth. Real Time with Bill Maher. Why real time? Because we are going to be living in the book of Revelation in real time. 2 days after the Trump event, we will all be living characters in the Word of God. Think about that. People think, oh, boy, I wonder what it'd be like to go back to the days of Jesus. Or wonder what it'd be like to go back to those days when Noah and the ark and the raindrops started falling. Of course, you weren't on the good side if you're saying that, unless you're one of the 8 that was going on the ark. You would have to be one of those people. But my point is, the book of Revelation, to be a member of the population of that book, that's amazing. So I probably need to put a thumbnail to that. I probably won't like what it gives us. Does it give, well, hang on. Yeah, it only gives me 3 thumbnails. Should we use the gematria? Let's use the gematria. So that's pretty much, that's what came with it. Let's be good with it. All right. Love y'all.